So non-calculator paper, D equals E minus F divided by G. Minus 8 take away 12 is minus 20, and minus 20 divided by 4 is minus 5. So D is minus 5. All the numbers in these questions have to stay in the same ratio. So 79 and 684 on the left hand side, and 54,036 on the right. 79 has been divided by 10. The 54,000 has no change, so that means the 684 must have been multiplied by 10. So one is 10 times smaller and one is 10 times bigger, so that cancels one another out. Repeating that again, with 79 and 684 on the left, and on the right with 54,036. This is 100 times smaller on the right, so on the left it's got to end up 100 times smaller as well. 684 has been divided by 10 to get 68.4, which means the 79 must also be divided by 10. We want 7.9. Mark says that every number must have a reciprocal. Remember, reciprocal is 1 divided by the number, so the reciprocal of A would be 1 over A. Is Mark correct? No, because 1 divided by 0 does not exist. Mandy says, with your calculator, find the square root of every number. Is Mandy correct? No, because cannot find the square root of -4. So negative numbers do not have a square root. If you want to estimate, that would be 600, round to one significant figure, multiplied by 3, divided by 8, take away 4, which gives us 6 times 3 is 18, and 8 take away 4 is 4. If I divide top and bottom by 2, and then we have 900 divided by 2, 450. So 300 people pay 50p to pay, so that's £0.50. That means that they have £150 that they'll be given. 40 of the 30 people will each win a prize of £1.80. So we want to do 40 times 1.8. So that's 4 times 10 times 1.8. So 4 times 18. 4 8s are 32, 4 10s are 40, plus 3, 72. So they get £150 and they give away 72 in prizes, which leaves us with £78. Probability is given in the table. What is the probability of at least 3 goals being scored? So that's the probability of 3 goals, the probability of 4 goals, or the probability of 5 or more. So that will be 0.28 plus 0.12 plus 0.009. 8 and 2 is 10, plus 9 is 19. 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4, and we get 0.49. Travelled 297 miles in 4.5 hours. 4.5 hours are 9.5 hours. So what I'm going to do is divide by 9. 9 goes into 29 3 times, 27 round to 2, so that's 33. So it's going to go 33 miles in half an hour, which means it goes 66 miles per hour. So 66 multiplied by 2, 66 miles in 1 hour. We have to reflect the triangle in y equals 2, which means first of all we have to draw the line y equals 2. y equals 2 is a horizontal line through the y coordinate 2. If we reflect, then this point will move to here, here, and then we need to join these up. In the exam, do this with a ruler. I don't have a ruler app on the app. We then want to translate it 4 minus 2, and that means 4 right and 2 down. So this point is going to move 4 right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 down. This point is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 down. This point is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 down. And again, join those up, please. In the exam, you do that with a ruler. And then just remember to put in my labels. This was A and this is B. I would encourage you in the exam to do this with tracing paper. So we put the corner of the tracing paper at -3, -1, trace out the shape and then rotate it round. Alternatively, I can rotate round the vector for getting there. So we are going to go 90 degrees and our point will therefore move down 1 and across 4, so that's my new point. I repeat it, I'm going left 3 and up 1, and rotating that 90 degrees is up 3 and right 1. This can get very, very messy diagram. Remember, in the exam, ruler for joining up points. Finally, to get to our last point, we go right 1 and we go up 7. So that will be rotate at 90 degrees. We'll move to here. So finally we join these points up and that's our triangle. Okay, I'm going to describe how to do this. To construct a perpendicular bisector, open up your compass, place the point, the centre of the angle, and make a sweeping arc. Then place your compass point here and make an arc out in the centre. Place another compass point here and make another arc, and then join this point to the X. Don't rub anything out, use a ruler, and that will have bisected the angle before. I don't have a ruler or a compass, I'm just demonstrating how to do this. Make sure in the exam you use a ruler and a compass. Let's look at some examples. So if I do 1 squared, which is 1, and I do 3 squared, which is 9, 9 take away 1 is 8, which is even. Is this statement true or false? If I do 2 squared, that would be 9 take away 4, which is 5. So it is false. We're sometimes going to get an odd number answer and sometimes we're going to get an even, and that would be because 3 squared take away 1 squared is 8, which is even. Simplify p cubed over p to the 7. Whenever we're dividing, we subtract the power, so that's p to the power minus 4, or 1 over p to the power 4. We have 5n, so I'm going to divide by 5. So minus 7 over 5 is less than n, and 15 divided by 5 is 3. Minus 7 over 5 is minus 1 2/5, which is minus 1.4. So if we think about a number line, with minus 2 and minus 1, and in between those with minus 1.4, with 0, 1, 2 and 3, and we want to go right up to 3. This means it can equal 3. So what are the whole numbers, the integers that we go through? Minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. So the answer to our question is minus 0, sorry, minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. Curved surface area of a cylinder opens up to a rectangle. Height of the cylinder is 36 and the side of the rectangle is 2 pi r. So in this case that's 2 times pi times 8, which is 16 pi. So that means that area is 16 pi times 36. Same surface area as a sphere, so that is surface area of a sphere. Remember that is in your formula booklet, 4 pi r squared. Now look here, I have not calculated 36 times pi. I'm hoping to get some cancelling. I have a pi on the left and a pi on the right, so they'll cancel out. 16 times 36 equals 4r squared. So the 4 on the right cancels with the 16 to give 4. So r squared is 4 times 36. 4 sixes are 24, 4 threes are 12 plus 2, 144. So r must be the square root of 144, which is 12. We want x plus y to be less than or equal to 7. So less than is the region below the line. So in this case I'm going to shade out the region above the line. We want y to be greater than or equal to 1. That means we've got to draw the line y equals 1. And that's a horizontal line that goes through 1 on the y-axis. Want greater than, which means we do not want, or well, it means we want above the line, so this region here. This means we shade out below. We then want the line y equals 5x plus 1, so I need 3 points. When x is 0, y is 5 times 0 plus 1, which is 1. When x is 1, y is 5 times 1, which is 5, plus 1, which is 6. And when x is 2, y is 5 times 2, which is 10, plus 1, which is 11. So we want 0, 1, 1, 6, and 2, 11. So we need to draw a line through those 3 points. We want less than, so we want below the line, which means we shade out above. We're asked for the maximum value of 2x plus y. So I'm going to construct a table for x coordinate, y coordinate, and the value of 2x plus y. We look at our points of intersection, which we have 3. So we have an x coordinate of 0 and a y of 1, which gives 2x plus y is 1. An x coordinate of 1, a y coordinate of 6. So 2 times 1 is 2 plus 6 is 8. And then we have an x coordinate of 6 and a y coordinate of 1. 2 times 6 is 12 plus 1 is 13. So the maximum value is 13. Whenever we're adding numbers in standard form, easiest way is to turn them into ordinary numbers. So 6.543 times 10 cubed is 6,543, and 2.1 times 10 to the power minus 1 is 2.1 divided by 10, so it's 0.21. So the answer is 6543.21. 3.6 times 10 to the power 3 is 3,600. If we want to have 10 to the power 5 in our answer, then the 1.7 must be to 10 to the power 5, which gives us 170,000. That means that x must be power 5 and y must be 1.736. To write the recurring decimal as a fraction, first of all we're going to write out the recurrence. So the 17 recurs. Because 2 digits recur, I'm going to multiply by 100. and that gives us 21.7171717. Everything to the right is the same, so whenever I subtract them, then the recurrence cancels out, and 21.7 minus 0.2 is 21.5. That means that x is 21.5 over 99. Multiply top and bottom by 10. Then I'm going to divide by 5. 5 goes into 215, it goes into 21 4 times, so that's 43, and it goes into 990, well it goes into 9 once, remainder 4, it goes into 49, 9 times, remainder 4, and it goes into 48 times, so that's 43 over 198. Reading through the question, 2 bulbs planted will produce at least one white flower. So that would be a white and a yellow, or a yellow followed by a white, or 2 whites. If we pick out the first bulb and it's going to give us a white flower, that's 3 out of 10. Now we've removed 1 bulb, which means we only have 9 bulbs left, of which 7 are yellow, or means add. First bulb could be yellow, so that's 7 out of 10, and the second bulb white, well that would be 3 out of 9. First bulb white, 3 out of 10, but the second bulb white, there's only 2 left, and that's out of 9. So that gives us 21 90ths, 21 90ths, and 6 90ths, which is 48 90ths. 24 over 45, 3 goes into top and bottom, 8 15ths. 4 root 3, 75 is 25 times 3, and 27 is 9 times 3. Square root of 25 is 5, and the square root of 9 is 3. Which means we have 4 root 3 plus 10 root 3, which is 14 root 3, plus 3 root 3, so altogether we have 17 root 3's. So it says by expanding each bracket, I'm going to use the grid method, so 3 plus root 5 multiplied by 3 plus root 5. 3 times 3 is 9, 3 root 5, 3 root 5, and root 5 times root 5 is 5. 9 plus 5 is 14, and 3 root 5 plus 3 root 5 is 6 root 5. If I then do 2 plus root 2, multiplied by 2 plus root 2, 2 2's are 4, 2 root 2, 2 root 2, and root 2 times 2 is 2, which gives me 6 plus 4 root 2. So altogether I have 14 plus 6 root 5 minus 6 plus 4 root 2. 14 take away 6 is 8. I have 6 root 5, and I have to take away 4 root 2. I need to explain why this is greater than 0, and the 5 is greater than 2. So the square root of 5 is greater than the square root of 2, which means that 6 root 5 is greater than 4 root 2. So 8 plus 6 root 5 must be greater than 4 root 2. So 8 plus 6 root 5 minus 4 root 2 must be greater than 0. No words, just using inequality signs.